Scientific methods, stages, MC-14. The scientific method is the technique that must be used so that a piece of knowledge can be considered scientific. The scientific method in stages can present variations according to the cases. However, in general, it's considered that the scientific method must be based on what's called MC-14, which is the scientific method in 14 stages. When you want to know something using the scientific method, it's necessary to apply these 14 stages to get the answer. However, it must be taken into account that although they are usually carried out in a linear process, it is not strictly necessary that this be the case. In fact, the 14 stages are divided into different categories and sections, which classify the stages into main stages, or the ones that are mandatory in any scientific research that is considered as such, and the support stages, or the ones that support the others, since they are not essential in all investigations. The first 11 stages consist of curious investigation. This first stage draws attention to the problem which specific aspects is going to be dealt with. Is there a problem? Once the issue has caught our attention, figure out if there is a problem regarding its understanding and if this problem deserves to be studied in depth. Objectives and planning. Once the problem has been identified, the objectives and the planning that will be carried out are established. Search, exploration, and collective evidence. At this stage, all available investigation and data will be collected and allow the investigation to be carried out. Creative generation and logical alternatives. With the information and data already obtained, search for patterns in similar content that can provide new information and new data that may be useful in the investigation. Evaluation of tests. The tests are checked and corrected in order to verify the data is correct. Making up hypotheses, conjectures, and assumptions. With the already available data and information, possible answers are generated to solve the problem that's being investigated. Experimentation, testing, and questioning the hypothesis. Once the hypothesis has been generated, during this stage you will seek to contradict said hypothesis through experiments in order to guarantee that it is not wrong in its approach. Making up conclusions. Once the hypothesis has not been refuted, you can confirm the conclusion. Extension. At this stage, the entire investigation is reviewed with an open mind, ensuring that everything has been done correctly. Theory development and peer review submission. Finally, the theory is developed regarding the problem and the results are communicated so that the scientific community can review and verify them. The three last stages or support stages consist of creative, logical, non-logical, and technical methods. This is one of the support stages that can help you during the research. Its objective is to extend the framework to obtain data and information. Objectives of the scientific method. Like the previous one, this stage would also support the whole investigation. It is intended to polish and expand knowledge. Finally, cognitive skills and abilities. The last stage is used to create the characteristics of the person or scientific mind.